Two in, two up, back ends, booked up. Look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now. See now, society's time me release now. Crazy, I'm finna go see now. Big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one. 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will. Got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. The night, okay, let's go. I'm really living like the text went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mills, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little Curtis, yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I'm running up at night. You know I gotta get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. The night,
There's a girl in my backyard. I could run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so neat. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Hey, hey, baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Hey, hey, baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation. I can
And you know we don't give a cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full up. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill up. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full up. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill up. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like them and them, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Rolls down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show, they tell you I'm local. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full up, mama, I got what you need if you need to fill up. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full up. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill up. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If the talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full up. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill up. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full up. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill up. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, it's a pop on. Shady Aftermath.
Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Step to attention, I come to mention. Now we're gonna take you in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say no. Don't try to pull down my bandana. Can't let you ruin my shoe. Then I hear them say, turn around, shoot it. Turn around, shoot it. Shoot it, turn around, shoot it. Now turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. All in all, this a place is crawling. Y'all them a move on the body, them balling. Electricity just a light up the place. With the boom, boom, we got the vibes and the vibes is good, good. You know we're rocking in the dark neighborhood, hood. You know the trend that's gonna bring it like we should. Can I hear them say? Turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Turn around, stupid. Stupid, turn around, stupid. Now turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that, give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. want some? Now switch back to that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love going to throw right away. Escaping the pressure right. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Down the right sideline. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play on the ground there and goes for 36 yards.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge, heard them over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Love now. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
One of the things we talked about coming into this was we're never going to question a fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown. And they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Vikings at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throwing is McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air with McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's McCarthy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a 2nd and 8. Love, they go play action now. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers are once again back in front. A try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score, Packers 10, Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he rifles one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy can't get away, and he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Here's Love. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw now, here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. That is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Love looking to throw it.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Love. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They need 12 here. It's third down. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now McCarthy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at their 49-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, McCarthy eluding the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Stick him with a pass. Here's McCarthy. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And McCarthy going to sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
J.J. McCarthy with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Vikings are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Love from the gun. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 74 yards. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, McCarthy. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be set. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Throwing. Love. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Another extra point opportunity here. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Love back to it here after the pick 6. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And this one is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to have 2 guys.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second and 6. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2nd and 5.
They go bootleg. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Love. He'll buy some time right. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Still going. And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Love. It's caught at the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.